And I am down here in Palma de Mallorca. Well, actually, I'm on the east side of Palma today. Now, I appreciate not very many people are going to be joining this afternoon because it is a lunchtime live. So I'm going to crack on. Now, in the distance, right in front of me, you can see Palma Cathedral, just over there in the distance. And that is approximately a about a 10-minute walk from here. Now, if you are watching live, please let me know if you can hear me and if you can see me. Good afternoon, everyone. I promised you some sunshine. We have sunshine at last down here in Palma, and I'm down here on the east side of the city. I'm down here on the edge of Portixol. Now, it's wonderful. I can see some people are starting to come on live. Can you please let me know in the chat box if you can hear me and if you can see me too? Andy, hello, brilliant, lovely to see you here. And I can't tell you how grateful I am to see the sun as well. We've had some really dodgy weather. Sharon, hi, how are you? Picture and sound is good, brilliant, that's all I need to know. Okay, I'm just going to swivel the camera around one more time because I know some of you have just joined. So looking behind me here, you can see Palma Cathedral. Now I hope you can just make it out in the distance. Glenn, are you here? I know you're working. Thank you very much for joining me today, Glenn. Wonderful to have you here. Now look where I am, guys. For those of you who think that Palma is just a city, you can see this wonderful beach on the east side of the city, which is right out in front of me. And I'm going to take you for a walk along here to one of my favourite areas, and I know I say it every time, but this is one of my favourite areas to come on a Sunday. We're going to head towards Portixol, which is in this direction down here. Let me know where you are watching from in the world as well. Now, as you can see, a lot of people are coming down to the beach today from the city. They're coming down for a nice walk along the sea. In front of me here is a cycling and skating path too. It's a big exercise area down here. Now, I appreciate I am walking into the wind, and I wanted to walk this way particularly because just to do this walk from Palma into Portixol, and this is the least windy day I could possibly find. I'll just give you a few more views here. I mean, this particular area is just fantastic. So if you're coming over to the island on the city break and you're staying somewhere in the city, you can join this particular walkway from the Paseo Maritimo anywhere and just keep walking east. I mean, it's absolutely stunning down here. So let me know, guys, how you're going with the sound, whether it's getting too windy on here. Buenas tardes, Steve, how are you? Sharon, hello. 13 degrees in London. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, it's 16 degrees here. Liam, I can see you've left a comment and you're coming out. Fantastic. Now this beach does get pretty busy on a Sunday. I mean, it's such an easy place to come to. If you're staying in the city and you're considering a winter break, leave your hotel and just come down here. I mean, it's just spectacular. Can we swap places, Glenn? Hey, I'm hoping to come over to the UK next week, so there's an apartment free here in Mallorca if anyone wants it. I must be absolutely crazy to go to the UK at the moment, but anyway. Liam, hi, yes, you're from Leyland in Lancashire and Blackpool. I do know that area. I used to live up north for many years. Nice to have you on my live. Anyway, guys, so as I was saying, the weather over here at the moment is pretty... Look, guys, I'm wearing a jumper here and it's only got short sleeves on it too. And I think I've been a little bit rash today, but not quite as rash as the people in front of me, which you can see that they're wearing shorts, which I think is just a step too far, because I am the biggest wimp when it comes to cold weather, and I'm normally in a coat, but my terrace just gets so much winter sun that it was absolutely boiling there this morning, so I kind of forgot to take my coat with me. But yeah, you can see people are down here and they are in shorts and they are in t-shirts. They must be crazy. No, they're tourists, I think. Any other sane person would be wearing their coat today and possibly a scarf like I should be. But you can see, look, on the beach here, volleyball's huge down here. So look, I'm just coming up to a lovely beach bar which is open and it's really busy, and I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know if you can see the sign on the outside. It's either pronounced Asa Ona or Asa Ona, I don't know. I think it's Asa Ona, I think, but this stays open pretty much year round. So I mean, if you're wondering where to go where there's a little bit of life, you can see, look, I don't know if you can see with the sunshine, but you can see how busy it is here. People have come down here for lunch. And just to take a look back as well, I mean, this is one seriously lovely area. If you check out these apartments up here as well, front line, absolutely stunning, all the way across the, oh hi Freddie, nice to see you here. All the way across the bay here. I mean, the views you get from living out here are just absolutely stunning. So anyway, we're going to keep walking. Now, we're going to go down, at least dodge the bikes and not get taken out by one or a skater. Okay, so we can either follow the road up here, but we're going to go down to this little marina down here, which you can see, which you probably saw in the thumbnail picture or the picture that I posted on my community page a little bit earlier. Now, it's just absolutely lovely down here. So first of all, I have to say as well, I've been having some weird issues with my YouTube account this week. I'm not getting some comments on my channel. I can see them in my notifications. Ross Morgan in Ireland, you're one of the affected people, I'm afraid. You've been leaving some lovely comments on my channel and I see them in my notifications, and then I try and answer and they've disappeared. So other weird things have been happening in the whole world of YouTube as well to my channel this week, so hopefully it's a glitch and it'll sort itself out, but I have raised a ticket with them because it's just really bizarre. Now look, I'm going to come down to this area here. Now we're right on the edge of Portixol here, and you can see we're going to walk around this marina here, and out in front of me here is this beautiful, I think it's a 4 or a 5-star hotel, and it was built in 1956, so it's been here for quite a while. It's the Hotel Portixol and it is currently open. So you can imagine if you want some winter sunshine, you can pop over here. The airport's just 5 minutes away in a taxi, and come and stay down in the Hotel Portixol, and you can walk into the city, or it's a very, very short cab ride. Whoa, Glyn, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Glyn, for super chatting me. That is so kind. Can I just say, if you're watching this on replay and I forgot to say it, this is being recorded live, so if you can hear me chatting to people, there is a live chat box open which will somehow appear on YouTube in about 12 hours time after this live stream has finished. So Glyn, thank you, that's so much appreciated. Any of your live chats help pay for parking. I haven't had to pay for parking today, but I've been making quite a bit of content in Palma, and the parking there is absolutely extortionate. So thanks so much, Glyn. It'll definitely go towards that. So you can see the one thing I love about these little marinas, not the super yacht marinas that you get down in Puerto Portals or down at Port Adriano, is that you get the little local fishing boats down here. Now you do see them in up in Alcudia as well, but can you see, look, there's some people sitting out on their boats. And look at the sunshine, guys. We have had the most horrific weather here. And I just want to apologise to anyone as well who went to join my live down in Palma Nova the other day. There was a Christmas market happening down there. It was a complete shambles. No fault of the stall owners that did manage to turn out for it, but there was just literally a handful of stalls on the very first entrance as you come into Palma Nova, and then the wind picked up and then a huge storm came in, everything got blown away, the stalls were packing up, we got absolutely rained upon, it was awful, so I had to cancel it. I don't like doing lives in those conditions because A, they'll wreck my equipment, and B, it's not great value for you guys, so I hope this makes up for it in some way. So I do believe as well today that there is a Christmas market down in Santa Ponsa. I only actually found out about that a couple of hours ago. It hasn't been advertised at all, which is pretty rubbish. But if any of you would like me at any point in these lives to go down to any of the resorts that you know and love, just let me know, hey, and I'll get down there at some point, even in winter. Palma Nova, Freddie, you haven't been there for 5 years. Andrew McVeigh from Loving Life Mallorca is currently in the UK. Andrew, I'm not sure if you've done this walk before down in Portixol. Let me know. Otherwise, I'll show you around. Freddie, Magaluf. You want me to head down to Magaluf? Well, it's a little bit dead at this time of year, unfortunately, but I do have Magaluf news. And that is that BCM is going to be opening on New Year's Eve. Now, this is massive news on the island. It's absolutely no good for you guys, especially the Brits. And the younger Brits as well, who are unlikely to be vaccinated because you probably won't be coming out. So, you know, but it is going to be opening, and looking at the DJ who's going to be DJing out there on New Year's Eve, I think they're going to be playing some reggaeton. So I think it's going to be catering very much for a Spanish market rather than the British market. So on the basis BCM is opening for New Year's Eve, I mean, that does bode well for next summer. For anyone looking to book to come out to Magaluf next year, we had a summer with no nightclubs. So I think it's fair to say if this is a success on New Year's Eve, that anyone looking to book to come to Magaluf should be able to actually enjoy nightlife. But you know, who knows what's going to happen in the next few months. Anything could happen. Right, so we're just coming, as you can see, it's quite glary down here. Porta Portals, yes, Freddie, Porta Portals is lovely too. Is somebody from Radio 2 here? I missed that comment, I'm so sorry. Apologies if I can't catch your comments. Best place to get an antigen test if you're returning back to the UK. Okay, so a lot of the clinics have closed at the moment in the resorts. Pop into Palma, go to Clínica Roger in Palma. It's right in the city centre, just up the road from the Ramblas, where the Christmas market is. Shouldn't cost you any more than 30 something euros, 35 euros. Right guys, I'm coming up to a little river here. We're going to do the steps. I've come down here before, and the water, I'm surprised the water isn't a lot higher than it normally is. Just watch me fall in. Right, sometimes we have so much rain that it completely covers up the stepping stones. Oh, I've got a car behind me. Okay, so we're just coming up around the back of the marina here in Portixol, and we're going to start to see some of the lovely restaurants that we have down here as well. Now, I'm anticipating that most of them are actually going to be open because this area never really closes down at all. It's open year round, and that's why this area is such a fantastic place to come over for a winter break. And you know what as well, the cyclists that you can see whizzing past me, you can actually hire bikes in town on the Paseo Maritimo and pedal all the way out here too. Caroline, hello. Hello, lovely to have you here. And you're saying it's grey and damp over there in Sussex. It's It is winter, it is definitely winter. I'll tell you what, it's been pretty bad here. The winds that we had here on Friday, we went out into Palma after school with some friends just to go and look at the lights, and I thought they would have all blown over. We were down by the cathedral and I honestly felt like the wind was going to take me off my feet. It was insane. So it's actually so nice to wake up this morning and there's barely a puff of wind. So now, apologies for walking into the sunshine here, but look, I'm just gonna pop the camera up here. I'm walking up past Club Nautico Portixol. So as you can see, it's really busy in here. It's a great place to come for Sunday lunch. There's queues of people waiting to get in. You can literally smell the paella cooking all the way through Portixol this afternoon. It's making me feel really hungry. I had a cheese sandwich before I came out. That's just, it's not a Sunday lunch at all really, is it? At least we haven't had any rain. Glyn, don't say that word. Do not say the R word. It's banned. I have to say, guys, normally we really enjoy such a lovely November here, and this year has been exceptional. Steve, you're saying the takeoff on Friday was bumpy. I bet you flew home pretty quickly though if the wind was behind you. I've never known wind like it in December, to be perfectly honest. It's like in November, I've never seen such rain. It really was. It was very, very British. Right, so just to let you know where we are, we've got some lovely cafes over here. They're in the shade, but the Hotel Portixol is just on the other side of this cafe here. But we're coming up to the little beach in Portixol, and this is really somewhere that residents come to. It's not really like a tourist beach, but it's lovely. Hola! It's lovely. It's lovely in the summer. Now, when I lived over in Palma, I literally treated this area like a free gym because it's largely traffic free. You can get down onto the Paseo and, you know, really put in some kilometres, whether you're running down here or walking or you're on a bike. And if you get hot as well, look, you just jump in the water here for a quick swim. I mean, it's just amazing. It's so pretty. Anders, yes, sun in Palma. I had to come out today. It had to be done, really. Now, I appreciate some of you who... oh, hold on, I just seen another big comment coming in. It took you 3 hours to fly to Manchester. Wow, Steve, that is incredible. You must have been fighting that wind coming back, sorry. That is crazy. But look, guys, look, I'm just going to pan around to these buildings here. So all of these buildings that you can see here are old fishing cottages. Obviously not this big 1960s apartment block, but this area down here used to be, maybe still is, a big fishing port. But in recent years, it's turned into probably one of the most trendy areas in Palma to live, and most expensive too. And yes, it is, it's on the Arenal side. So basically you are I'll probably say about maybe 12 kilometres, 8 kilometres walk up towards Arenal now from here, maybe a little bit further, maybe 10. But you can continue on this path without having to cross any roads. Just need to look out for the bikes and the skaters, and you can walk all the way down to Arenal. This whole area, this whole Playa de Palma area joins together. So we're walking through Portixol now, and this will then join on to El Molinar, which is the same old fishing area, then down to Ciudad Jardín, which is actually where I did a live from last June, I think it was. I did a sunset walking in the other direction. This is a great place to eat up here as well. Look, Coco's, especially in the winter. Fat Boy, hello. Ian, sorry I keep calling you Fat Boy. Ian from Newcastle, lovely to have you here. Look, it's so nice today. People are actually out on the beach. But yeah, this is an amazing area to come to watch the sunset, because the sun eventually will go down over there in that direction. It's a little bit out in front of us at the moment. I'm going to avoid blinding you just by looking back as we go until I get around this corner. So they've got a few restaurants and cafes have closed down over here. So anyone looking for business opportunities, there's a great cafe on the corner here, which you could get opened up. Used to be very popular down here, actually. Sharon, you first went on a package holiday to Arenal years ago. Wow. No, this is an amazing area. But yeah, it's got very, very trendy down here, actually, and a lot of these buildings have been picked up, particularly by our Scandinavian friends as well. It's got very Scandinavian. It's very different from when I first moved down here. Every year you see a new building being redeveloped and new people moving into it. This restaurant here as well is fantastic. I'm just walking past. It's called Zizi's down here. I mean, it's really, really lovely spot to have lunch. It's easy, it's called. And of course, you're going to see the view that you're going to get as well. Hi, yeah, oh, you're coming out in January. I've just seen a comment pop up. I'd love to know, actually, for those of you who are not able to come out because of the rule changes, particularly in the UK or from wherever you are travelling from, have you got your money back from your flight company or from your accommodation? I'd love to know if you haven't, actually, because just purely out of interest. But look, they've got some great little cafes down here as well. Look, check out this place here. Try not to get taken out by a scooter. Gorgeous little place. Nice and sheltered as well. So this whole area that I'm walking up to here used to be a Club de Mar down here in Portixol. I think this is the Molinar one. And they're completely redeveloping this area. So those of you who haven't been down to Portixol for quite a while, you can see what they've been doing here. Look, they've got little other areas to sit. Actually, it's very hard to see with the sunshine, I do apologise, but they have kept the old Club de Mar building here and they're doing something with it. But I'll show you what this new look port area does look like. So everyone's out this afternoon enjoying Sunday lunch. Yeah, Ian, I 100% agree with you. I literally have got no idea why they don't do any flights coming out from Newcastle anymore. It's such a shame over the winter months, and you have to wait for the summer, because if there's one place you want to escape in the UK at this time of the year, I think it might be Newcastle, because it is always a few degrees colder than the south. Right, so for those of you who are familiar with this area, there's a huge controversial campaign about this port. Now, this has been under construction actually since the summer. Well, no, since this time last year. They've created the port. No one really wanted the port here because they didn't want the big super yachts coming over from Porto Portals or Port Adriano. But as you can see, there's no actual boats in here, so I'm not quite sure if there ever will be. You can see the Club de Mar, which used to be a white building, and the restaurant here is still up for development. But you can see behind me as well, they're redeveloping some of these buildings too. Got some new cafes here, and right in front of me here is a trendy new Yoga del Mar yoga studio. I think it might be Scandinavian, possibly. No, they're speaking English. And for kids coming out here too, there's a playground which they're just putting the pieces in for it as well, so it hasn't quite opened up yet. So it does look very different to how it did look a few years ago. But it's a shame about the boats, because this used to be a marina here. It used to have those little Spanish fishing boats, and there's just been absolutely nothing. It hasn't been used for anything, so I'm not quite sure what that's all about. You can see a flight going out in front of me. We're quite near the airport. About 5 minutes drive from here. Just let me know how the sound's doing, guys. And also, can I ask you to please give me a thumbs up as well in the chat box. Not in the chat box, on my channel. Just helps roll this video out. And if you are new here, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because I'm going to be having loads of content coming out on the run up to summer on my channel. When am I in El Terreno? Merry Christmas. Hi Benny, Merry Christmas. I will get there. I am planning a video for there. Look, there's some steps. Got to do the live steps. Look, this is all new, guys. Not sure if you've this walkway's now been extended up to here, and check out these views down the coast. Absolutely stunning. Paddy, you've just lit your stove. Benny, yeah, that's going to be one of my, we've got a bit of a funny few months in Mallorca before spring hits, so I'm definitely going to do something in El Terreno. But I want it to be interesting for you guys, so needs a little bit of planning. Now you can see here that the bike path actually runs behind the walkway. So this area here is just for prams, dogs and people walking. Now this whole area here, people don't really tend to come down here and swim that much. You can see it's rocky, but my goodness, I've been down here on some windy days and you've seen like sand being thrown all the way up on the pathway here from the water. And you do get surfers as well out in the waves when we have had a storm. It's actually looking quite calm today, which is absolutely fantastic. But look, let me just show you, look. So these are the fishing cottages here, and you can see some of them have been literally taken out and replaced by blocks, like these kind of blocky buildings, which is a little bit of a shame. I'm not building shaming anybody. If that is your property, it's very nice. I'm very jealous, but it has changed the look of the area. And you can see that they've got more developments along here too. They're doing the same thing. They're taking out the old traditional fishing cottage and sticking a block in it. But you can see how busy it is down here. Now, I'm going to get down to... I hope you're liking this walk, guys. I'm hoping to do one more live before Christmas next weekend. But who knows what the weather's going to be like, so I can't promise it. Could be snowing for all I know. Let me know too if any of you are planning on coming out over here this winter as well. And if there's any content that you particularly want to see. Don't forget, on my channel I've got a video about things that you can do in Mallorca over the winter. So if you haven't checked that out yet and you are coming over, go and have a look at it. Also, please let me know as well, and can you leave a comment after I finish this live stream underneath this video so I don't miss it, if you would like me to go to any of the resorts over the winter. Marie, you're from Belgium. Lovely to have you here. And Sharon, thank you very much. I'm more than happy to head up north as well. I can head up to any of the resorts. Just let me know if you want to see how they're faring over the winter months. Sharon, I'm actually walking into Molinar. Just a quick recap for anyone who's just joined my live stream. Right behind me here, you can see in the very distance, just here is Palma City and the Cathedral, which you can barely make out. We're probably about a half-an-hour walk along this walkway from Palma Cathedral. So we're walking in the direction of Arenal, along the coast here, along this walkway. We've come through Portixol, had a look at the restaurants, and we've now made our way into Molinar, to the this monument I can never remember the name of, the pointy thing. But this monument's always a really good meeting point if you're coming here to meet up with friends, because you can't really miss it. Glyn, did you just say, can I go to Alcudia? Sure. I'll tell you what, our resident Alcudia vlogger is in the UK at the moment. Andrew, you need to get back to Alcudia, please. Do they have a Sunday market in Palma? Yes, at the moment, over Christmas at least. There's a, let me come up here, I'm going to walk around the pointy thing so you can have a look. There is a Sunday market, there's a Saturday market on Avenidas in Palma. And of course all the regular markets are open, but over the festive season, there is a Christmas market in Plaza Mayor, and there's a Christmas market up in Plaza España, and just around that area too, and down in Plaza Mercat. So they will go on until about the 5th of January, I think, and then they will close. But you can see the views here. I mean, it's just absolutely stunning. It's a great place to come with kids as well. Would you like me to keep on going, guys? I can keep walking a little bit further into Ciudad Jardín. Let me know, or I can wind up the live here. Should I keep going or stop? Let me know in the comments. I can see we're coming up to a little bit of beach here as well. Sometimes when the tide is out, people will oh, hang on, keep going, loving it. Oh, hi Faith, how are you? I missed you coming on there. I'll keep going for a little bit. Let me know if at any point you are wanting me to stop. Arenal. Glyn, you know I'll never find my car again if I went to Arenal. Actually, I have to say I couldn't get parked this afternoon. I've dumped my car in the Eurosky car park, so I hope they didn't notice me actually not going into the supermarket. So thanks, Sharon. Okay, I shall keep going. But look, when the tide, we don't really have a tide here in the Med, but it does uncover this little bit of beach here. Oh, hello. I can't pronounce your name. I'm sorry. You're from Eastern Europe. I really apologise. I cannot pronounce your name. D-man, I don't know who you are, but so I'm going to keep on going. Thank you. There's another lovely cafe here called Sori, Xorry. It sounds like an apology, but it's a really nice little Mallorquin cafe. You're going to get very Spanish food down here as well if you come down here to eat. Dave, hello. Nice to see you here. It's nice actually to see some new people on my lives as well. Please, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe. It'll send the YouTube algorithm into meltdown. Well, we've got real estate agents just across the road here as well. I've just seen a comment there. Someone's asked me my favourite. What's my favourite in Palma? Can you just type that in again? I'm so sorry, I missed it. Yeah, guys, I have to apologise. I've put so much Palma content out at the moment. It is the most buzzy area to be at the moment, and I know I could get loads of views going to one of the resorts, but I just want to try and give you a bit of value and give you some ideas of places that you have to visit when you're next over here. Everybody knows Therese from Sweden. Therese from Sweden, I do actually know Therese from Sweden. That's so funny. That comment that just pops up there, do I know somebody? Probably. This is a really small island and everyone really does know everyone. And I've been here for 16 years and I've mingled not just in the expat groups, but like obviously in the corporate working world as well, and in all over the island. So I know loads of people. So if it's the person I'm thinking of, yes, I probably do know her. Darren, you want to know where the best place to visit in the summer is? If you're talking about, oh look at this guys, look, someone's brought their tech chairs down here. Lovely. Right, I can see two questions. Right, first of all, the best place. I think I might actually do a little summary video at some point talking about the various areas that you can stay in over the summer months. They are all lovely. I mean, what can I say? I have my personal favourites, but they're all different for very different reasons, and it depends where you want to stay as well. Depends whether you want to be in a resort. I mean, you can go and stay in the countryside, you can go and stay up a mountain. But if you're looking at resorts and the best beaches, if you're looking to come in July and August, my favourite resorts, I love the northeast. Alcudia Beach is huge, so you're never going to feel like you're crammed onto the beach there at all, even in high season. Thanks, Glyn. Yes, please hit that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. Oh look guys, also that there's an art gallery just across the road here in Edificio Mar. I don't know if you can see through the windows. Probably not, but there is a gallery. Now I think all of us Mallorca YouTubers have been hit by the government restrictions because a lot of people have had their holidays cancelled coming out because they're not vaccinated. So travel hasn't been high on the agenda for people to watch on their YouTube. So anyone that's watching this at the moment and has either given me the thumbs up or left a comment, you know, I really appreciate it. Thanks guys. They can't kill travel, nobody can. So if you can't come over, at least you can watch it here. Now we're leaving Molinar now and we're coming into the area of Ciudad Jardín. So this is why I think this is my favourite place to come in the winter, because not only do you have all the festivities happening in Palma, you've got the Christmas lights. Go back and check my live stream that I made last week in Palma. You can see what those lights are like. You know, but you've just got this daytime warm sunniness where you can go to the beach and you can get to the airport really quickly as well. It's so accessible, and if you are vaccinated, it's just relatively easy to come out here still. If you're not, that's a whole different matter, but oh, Dave, you go to Calabona. I love Calabona. Yeah, it is touristy, but Mallorca is generally touristy. It's all touristy. It's a touristy island, but it's beautiful as well, and tourism really does inject life into it in the summer months. I think anyone wanting to come out here and not find it touristy should come out in winter. Come out now and explore the islands, and you'll get a completely different feel and sort of different opinion of the place. But in the summer, of course, it's going to attract loads of people, so it's not a bad thing at all. Glyn, 10 days quarantine for people coming back. Please don't say that's just been announced for everybody, but yeah, if you're not vaccinated, you've got a 10-day quarantine. Oh, you see, all of this is just about to start making me angry. Now, my lives aren't alive unless I can have a little tiny rant. Anyone who, if you're watching from Sweden or Belgium or anywhere else in Europe or the USA or wherever, will only have to go onto any news site to check out the absolute comedy that is happening in the UK right now with our illustrious government. Now, in fact, do you know what, guys? It's not funny. It's not funny at all, because would it not be for the fact that people were dying alone, or people missed out on seeing family last Christmas, or people were stuck in hospital and couldn't see their relatives, it would be funny, but it's not funny in the slightest. And there's no doubt that our government will be jetting off to Verbier or wherever and returning back to the UK under some kind of diplomatic immunity and laughing about it and not having to quarantine or do the ridiculous test that we also have to do. Because I find it extremely difficult to believe that, that my 11-year-old daughter can actually do her own PCR test, because I'm certainly not going to pin her down to do it, and we're going to get one of those home kits. And if there was a real and present danger to life, then why, oh why, should she be doing her own PCR test? So we all know it's a terrible situation in the UK at the moment. I don't know if it's going to change, but let's hope that Santa comes along with a new government. And I'll tell you what, you know, with all the sleaze that's going on in the UK at the moment, why can't we just stick the whole lot of them into quarantine until they clean up their acts? Because they're the only people that really should be quarantining at the moment, not you guys coming out here on holiday. Anyway, that is my rant for today. Now let me just turn this back around again. Here we are now, we're coming into, now this is our biggest beach area down here from leaving Portixol. We're down in Ciudad Jardín, and in the summer this is quite a popular beach. Gosh, it just makes me so angry, guys, but anyway, I've got that off my chest. I had to say something. Even Ant and Dec are talking about it on the popular TV show we have in the UK at the moment called I'm a Celebrity. I mean, it's turning into a running joke, but it just isn't. So government, get yourselves into quarantine. Don't come out until you've sorted it out, please. Now, we're coming up to, we used to have some hotels up here actually. This white building here, just here, used to be a hotel, but it's since shut down, sadly. There are a couple of hotels in this area too, but we're on the other side of Cala Estancia, Calagamba, Cala Estancia, Campastia, and then Arenal. But this is just a gorgeous area. And if you want to see what it's like in the summer, go back and watch my live stream that I did in June when it was absolutely baking. But over the winter months, you actually get a lot of surfers out here. And look, these caravans here, look, that are parked up. These are all like surf wagons. So they just wait for a big storm to kick in, and they're out in the water. We can see more kids down here are playing volleyball. I mean, it is a really nice way of life out here, because I know when we go back to the UK, we're going to have to be brave to go outside. At least I will do, because it is going to be cold. Do you know what, I'm coming up to some recorded music, so I'm just going to hang back here. You've got snow in Poland. Guys, if you can come out here this winter, try and come out. I'm just going to back up a bit because I'm just walking into a whole heap of recorded music, and we're going to wind up this live now. Okay guys, thank you very much for joining me this afternoon for a absolutely wonderful walk along from Palma, the edge of Palma, into Portixol, through to El Molinar and down to Ciudad Jardín. It was a bit longer than I intended, but I've had to stop it because there's a huge stereo system up there with like tons of recorded music, and I don't want to get the content claim right at the end of this live stream. Right, coming up on my channel, I have got a guide to Christmas shopping or festive shopping as well, coming out on my channel in the next few days. I wanted it to be out today, but I can't finish it in time. It also applies as well, it's not just for Christmas shopping, but it's a great guide as well if you're coming into Palma at whatever time of the year and you want to pick up some local goodies. I've just highlighted some of like my favourite shops, so definitely worth checking out if you're interested. Everyone, have a fantastic Sunday. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Really appreciate it. If you can leave a comment on the live stream as well outside of the chat box, I'd really appreciate that too. It helps roll it out. And please just have a really good Sunday from wherever you are in the world. I'm going to flip this around one final time. Just give you some last views down here in Ciudad Jardín. And now I'm going to go and look for my car. Hopefully it hasn't been clamped and driven off. See you soon, guys, and see you, Glyn, back to work. See you soon. Bye, everyone.